Welcome to B-Side. Me, the Knife Wonder, aka Hunter, whatever you want to call me. I'm trying to start going by my Christian name, Hunter, the name my mama and my granny gave me. But this is Knife Wonder Comics, baby. That's the channel. Today I'm joined by my guys, Mello, aka Taylor, and B-Side Hobbies, aka Tony. Man, boys. I'm gonna tell y'all, these crazy guys, they hit me up and they said, bro, what would you think about doing an interview with a legend? I said, a legend? A legend? And, at first I thought they just wanted to do a show with me. I thought, hey, my boys want to do a show with me. They like, nah, we trying to get you an interview with a legend. And I said, all right, who's the legend? And they said, Kickstradomis. I said, no way. But I try to play it cool. It's about to fall out my seat, I was trying to play it cool, and all of that. But I kept my composure. So that's what we're here tonight to bring to you guys. We're bringing you Kicks. And I'm going to tell you, because I believe in transparency. Kick said he wanted somebody else to be here. And that man specifically was Mr. Bolo, a.k.a. Jack DeMayo, of Whatnot fame. But to people that don't know, because some people, they know Jack from Whatnot. When I first met Jack, I told him, bro, when he used to have a show with Simple Miss Comics, I used to watch it all the time. One of the best FOC shows. Used to be the best till I came out with cover pics. But I said, Jack, man, when y'all broke up, that was like the Fugees breaking up, the Fat Boys broken up. I almost legit cried, man. That's like the Sopranos being over. When Breaking Bad came to an end, I was like, oh, man. But Jack has went on to do so much more great stuff for the community. Blessings always come in disguise. So tonight we want to celebrate these two brothers. We want to celebrate Kicks. We want to celebrate Jack. And I would rather do this with nobody else than my guy Taylor, my guy Tony, B-Side Hobbies, Mello for prayers. So let's go ahead and get this show off the road. The road. Let's start off by adding to the stream the one, the only Kickstradomis.
Hey, let's go.
My God.
Let's go. Kicks, hey, welcome to B-Sides. Welcome to B-Sides. I'm not a genius, but sometimes I think I'm a genius. Beach side, B-Sides, I didn't come top of my head. Kicks, man, first off, brother, thank you for stepping out with me tonight. I know you a busy man. I know you got a lot going on, but I definitely appreciate you for being here tonight. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm great, bro. I'm super hyped to be part of the community. So far, everything's been amazing. I first jumped into the comic scene, and B-Side and Mello were the first dudes, that I was messing with. And they kind of put me onto the whole comic culture. If you guys have read any of my biographies or anything like that, you would know that I've been doing comics since I was like 4 years old, man. So it's kind of come full circle at this point.
Yes, sir. Okay. I see you already working on the sketch over there. This is something that I always wanted to do, is kind of like a sketch and talk. Really, I want to do a sketch and sip, but we got to keep it. We got to, some things you can get away with, some things you can't. But I really want to do a sketch and sip. But I'm glad to see you already working on that sketch. Secondly, last but not least, let's bring in my brother, the one, the only, Mr. Bolo. Also known as Jack DeMayo. Bolo, welcome to the building, baby. Welcome.
Legend. Let's get it.
Hey, listen, thank you so much for having me. I heard Kickstradomis was going to be coming to cover picks. I had to be here. This is the spot to be. So excited for the hottest new name in comics.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, that sounds crazy just hearing it, bro. I've achieved a whole lot in my career, man, and I haven't had even a second to sit down and really just soak it all in. You know what I mean? I've been doing the shoes for over 12 years now, and it took about 8 years before it caught any sort of steam. So it was just a consistent grind nonstop, and COVID hits, and I had to kind of pivot and figure out, what's my next move, because not all the projects that I had going on, all the big money that was on the table, it just disappeared, man. The COVID, like nothing was possible, you know what I mean? So then I started getting into trading cards, and I was doing that, and it was working out. It was like an extra hustle. Then I got into the Funko Pops, where I've actually like blown up and taken over like the whole Funko scene and whatnot. And then I just started getting right back into my art, and now, like, out of nowhere, man, comics, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy the way it works, for sure.
For sure. So one question I had for you that I was wondering when I saw you in Denver was, what made you decide to hang out with these crazy fools, Beachside, Mello, and Webster's Vault?
Man, it's kind of funny, man. Like, I met these guys on stream, and I like to support a lot of, like, smaller businesses and like newer people that I meet on whatnot. And I went into Mello's, and this was before I was even like collecting Dragon Ball Z cards. Now it's only been probably like 2-3 months, and like my collection is well over 50 grand, like just in Dragon Ball Z cards.
Insane.
And it all started with Mello. Like, I ripped some with Mello. I was like, yo, this is cool, like fast forward, like,
got him hype.
Yeah, I put mad money into it. But then I met Beachside through Mello, and that's when I started like, yo, comics is dope. So I started buying comics. It's just, that's my fix, just collectibles.
Yeah. So what was the first con y'all went to together? Because I remember seeing y'all at MegaCon together. Also,
O-Town.
It was in Orlando, MegaCon. I went to the restaurant because Willie was like, yo, you need to come here, man. Let's have some drinks. So I'm with Willie over there at the restaurant. We slamming back some drinks, and then I just hear, yo, is that Kickstradomis? And I was like, what the hell? And I turned around, and it was these comic weirdos over here, man, just like jumping around, having a good time. And they were like, yo, Kicks, what's up? And then I put one and one together, and then that night just got crazy, man. It was just a good time. And ever since then, we clicked, man. So, they're the ones that kind of like they injected me into this whole comic culture.
Man, you all the better for it, brother. Because this comic, it can get crazy sometimes, but it's more good times than bad, I would say.
I'll tell you this, man. I'm not here for everybody to like me. You know what I mean? Because I bring a whole different style to the culture, but I'm here to disrupt, man. I'm a disruptor, and everything that I do, I've put my all into it, and I made sure that I hit the top. So I mean, I'm just gonna keep climbing till I get till I'm known to be one of the top comic artists out there. That's just what I do, man. I bring my graffiti style, my pop art style, in the abstract sense, and that's just what I'm bringing.
Yes, sir. I like that graffiti and that abstract style that you bring to the table. I've been studying your art, kind of trying to get a fix on what your style is and what you could bring to the table as far as, looking down the line to see, man, what is this first store exclusive going to look like? Like, what is this first cover on the big two book going to look like a Marvel or a DC? And I do feel that the future is bright for you. The next thing I kind of wanted to get into was, I know you touched earlier, you said you've been drawing comic books since you were 4 years old. When you met B-Side and Mello and you started to get into comics recently, was this like your first time buying like a collectible comic book, or had you already been down this rabbit hole before?
Nah, this was my first time, bro. Like, I just jumped in. I was like, yo, this is cool.
Yeah,
I bought my first one from Beachside, and then and then I just started going crazy. Like, I didn't even know what I was buying. I was just buying it. I was like, yo, that was sick. Like, I don't know if it's worth it or not. You know what I mean? But I was just buying it because I like the character. Like, I'm a huge Moon Knight guy, so I started off out the gates getting all like the first. Like, I'm still like getting used to all the mumbo jumbo, like there's all kinds of words and terms and stuff. I just know that I was getting the first ones. That's all I know.
Beach and Taylor, when y'all first met Kicks, like, did y'all know who he was when y'all first started seeing him pop up in y'all streams and everything of that nature? So you already had a clue who he was.
I had no idea when this man walked up in my stream. And I just was like, yo, Kickstradomis, that's pretty cool. What do you rock? I got some classic mellows. You know, my name's Mellow. I got the 1.5s. He's like, yo, that's sweet. He's like, yo, and then I get a message from Beach. He's like, yo, you know who was in your stream, man? And I'm like, who's this? He starts sending me his Instagram. I'm like, this dude's the dude that makes the shoes for everybody. So it's crazy. And he knows I got my Luka jersey and all that. So I'm a huge fan when it came to that. But I had no idea, guys. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Growing up, Mello and I, we actually played basketball together in high school, middle school through high school. So we always, collected shoes and stuff. And
Slam magazine,
Slam
all
magazine,
that, man.
yeah. As soon as I saw Kickstradomis, I was like, holy crap, Mello.
Yeah.
You got a legend in here. You got a legend here. Yeah, I remember first meeting Kicks too. I think after the first phone call, sent him a few Moon Knight slabs, and ever since, we're still sending him stuff. I actually have this all white Fantastic Four I'm gonna send over to him. I just found it.
Oh yeah, that embossed cover. Yeah.
So we've been sending Kicks comics and stuff, but it's recently just seriously blown up. Denver was a huge exposure for Kicks. Everyone saw the art. He did this Deadpool cover at our Airbnb. It took him like 20 minutes. It could be on a Deadpool Marvel cover easily all day. 20-minute cover, he crushed it. Denver seriously changed the game for Kicks for comic books. I mean, he was a small time, just getting books from us, but now he's serious in it and is crushing it with each cover. I mean, you've seen the Whatnot shows. Those books are going for insano prices. People want it. There's a demand for it.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. So, Kicks, when you first came onto Whatnot, were you doing Funko Pops? Were you doing sneakers? How did you get hooked up with Whatnot?
When I first came to Whatnot, they wanted me to get on here. It was early stages, man. It was I've probably been on Whatnot for like 2 years now, but I didn't really start going full force till maybe a year. But I got in there and I was doing cards. I was doing sports cards, trading cards, stuff like that. And then I started seeing that Funkos was a big community, and I was like, yo, I could paint Funkos, and that's kind of how like the whole shoe thing came about. Like I was like, yo, I could do art on shoes. So it was all just like, let me try it out kind of stuff. And the Funkos really hit, so yeah, man, the Funkos is what took off for me on Whatnot.
Okay. And so Kicks and Jack, when is the first time y'all met? Because I want to connect the dots here.
I just met Jack. Was it in Denver?
Denver. Yep.
Denver is when everything went crazy for me.
Mm-hmm. You gotta understand from like a Whatnot perspective, like Kick's a legend. And whenever people reference him, people talk about sneakers because that's cool, right? That's he's done stuff for huge stars, and that's obviously the thing that's going to get people's attention. But within the Whatnot ecosystem, he is not bullshitting at all when he says he is a monster in the Funko community. So I'm competitive. We want to outdo every category on the platform.
I talked to Ryan about this. It's funny.
Yes, my guy Ryan Graves, because we want to outdo everybody on the platform, and we pay attention to who the big names and the influencers in the other categories are. And I've watched Kicks in some of his Funko shows now for a while, and I've always said, man, if we could get him over to comics, if we could get him doing some comics, it'd be amazing. So when we made the decision in Denver that instead of going with some artist streams, we were actually going to bring some of our creators, our Whatnot streamers onto the main stage. My man Jay Stash, who hosts all of our main stage shows, was like, yo, we should bring on Kickstradomis. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, great. This will give me an opportunity to chop it up with him and see what's what. And my guy is so like, he saw an opportunity and ran with it. I didn't have to make any sort of a pitch. Like he just saw it and took it over. But to your point, like my guy, Ryan Graves, as soon as I saw you on stage and the crowd that was starting to form in front, I went to Ryan Graves and I was like, oh, I'm taking him.
It's that hard work. It shows, man.
I mean, it's crazy, man. Like I've had Funkos go over $4,000 in the auction.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I think one of them in MegaCon went like over 2,000.
The Hulk.
But it's wild, right? Like to just take like maybe sometimes it's like a $20-$30 pop and turn it into something that people value as actual art. So I was kind of nervous, on my first stream doing my first sketch cover. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but what I've realized is now I also do custom cards, like trading cards, and I had one go over $1,000 yesterday. You know what I mean? So it's like from cards to Funkos to comics. I haven't even hit the shoe world yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just been wild, and I've been able to bring the collectors of my art that really don't even collect comics or didn't collect Funkos or didn't collect cards. And I bring those heavy hitters, those collectors into these worlds. And then that's where they lose it, man. They just start going crazy on comics or cards or Funkos, you know what I mean? So it kind of works out. And having that fan base and that community always makes it worthwhile,
Well, I think that's what's so exciting about what you've seen with Kicks doing these shows in the last like couple weeks. The money that he's drawing for these sketch covers is comparable already to some of the bigger names in Artist Alley, and comics fans haven't even gotten the chance to really grasp who he is, what he brings to the table, all the different things that we're going to see. This is just the beginning stages. This is the preamble. So it's going to be fun to watch that progression. We'll have some $4,000 sketch covers here before you know it.
So I think before you guys say anything else, so Tom, right, Jack?
Yep,
Tom. He's a great dude, man. And I met him, through some of the guys over there through the Hive Comics and stuff. They took me, introduced me. Tom didn't know who the hell I was. Tom had no idea who I was. I was just a dude in the background. He's doing his stream, and people in the stream were like, "Yo, is that Kicks in the back?" I was literally just doing remarks for people inside the hotel room. I was doing some remarks. I didn't even think they were gonna be worth any money. I just did one, and everybody's like, "Yo, can you make me one?" Little did I know that my remarks were going to be going for like $300, $400, $500. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I was just doing it, just having fun, like literally quick sketches like the one I'm doing right now. And when Tom saw one of the remarks, he was like, "What?" Now, I didn't know who Tom was. I'm fresh into comics. I didn't know who he was. I just know that these guys were like, "Yo, Tom is the man." You know what I'm saying? Tom's the man. And I was like, "Yo, let's meet Tom." So I'm there. And then Tom's like, "Yo, can you make me one?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? Fuck it." So I made him
why not?
real quick. And he was going crazy. Like, "Yo, this is fire." I didn't know that this guy was like, a huge influencer for the comic community. Yeah. So he was like, "We should do something together," So then I started doing a little research on dude. And I was like, "Yo, this guy's the man. He knows what he's talking about." And fast forward a little bit, and me and Tom are dropping some exclusive prints at the Whatnot for C2E2, man. Like we're Jack, you're gonna lose your mind, Jack. You're gonna lose your mind on these, bro.
Let's get it.
We talking about number to 150, number to 75, number to 25, 3 different prints, and then we're gonna make some that I will remark, and it'll be only to 10. You know what I mean? Auction those off. But this is my first time dropping official prints like this, and Tom is losing his mind over these. I think Beats and Mello already got to see them, so they know what's
coming. We want share.
Kicks has got that shoebox fresh right now. Coming from sneakers, man. Like I think he really has that impact. That's like, I mean, y'all saw the Spider Gwen. That was just something else.
Yeah,
that was that eye that he had with Funkos and everything, and painting Funkos is something that the comic community can really take advantage of, like with his art right now.
Well, the thing about comics is so much of like the editorial decisions that go into booking artists, and then even at the retailer exclusive level, there's so much like follow the leader that happens. So people kind of get stuck with similar art styles, and you'll see it like run for a while, and everybody's on digital, everybody's on painted. And what's great about Kicks is he comes with like a totally fresh style to comics, and you've seen like similar styles in other mediums, and like there is a demand for that aesthetic. And for some reason, comics being, maybe it's an old school medium, we just don't tend to get that kind of look. So I'm super excited for what Kicks is going to be able to do, starting with these prints at C2E2, which I'm telling you, like my sports card people, like this is going to be the rookie card, right? The thing you want to get as we kind of launch into the guy's going to be doing some big covers for some big publishers in no time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got something brewing, Kicks. I gotta give you a call later. I talked to Jack earlier. We got something brewing.
Yes, we're cooking some things up.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, brother.
So me personally, I'm a sneakerhead. A lot of people, if you follow me on IG, most people know that I'm a sneakerhead. I don't post as much as I post comics, but I'm a sneakerhead. And I believe big in cross-platform. And like I would rather have an artist who, like you, who came from sneakers, Funko Pops. I saw that you Xboxes. It seems like anything you touch, you can turn into a piece of art, and I really appreciate that. I believe it's more power in having somebody that's already an influencer in another realm come over into a different realm and kind of do that and put that same magic on it. It's just like the Paul brothers, they wherever they go, people follow, whether they boxing, ripping open Pokemon cards. I really believe effectively and strongly into that type of cross. I'm gonna call it cross contamination, but in a good way. Into that type of integration. Do you feel like you see a strong impact of people that may have followed you because you did custom kicks or something else, following you over to Whatnot, getting Funko Pops, things of that nature? Like, can you really see the impact you're making on that front?
Well, you want to know something funny is I haven't even really used my social media to push who I am on Whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I haven't, bro. Like, I just got onto Whatnot. I didn't really push who I am outside of it. The only time I would bring up who I am is when people would ask, like, why is this guy's stuff going for so much money? You know what I mean? It's like, yo, well, just look me up, if you have any questions. But yeah, man, it was just, I just take pride in my work and my quality, and that I let it speak for itself. And people were spending racks before they even found out who I was and that there was going to be like value, and my value would keep going up. So that's kind of just how it all worked out,
Yeah. Now I do want to play a quick video. Let me get it back to the stream. My bad. I've been watching you, not stalking you. I just been watching your streams, things like that, to try to get a feel for who you are as a person, things that you might like or might not like, So I've been kind of stalking you on Whatnot and on social media, and I found this little funny clip the other day when I was watching you on Whatnot. Well, first let me preface this by saying, as you were saying, you put a lot of attention and time and detail and effort into everything you do. When I press this video and y'all see this man's layout on Whatnot, easily the best layout I've seen on Whatnot.
That I went ham on. I went ahead and got all 3 PSA 10 CD promos. Jersey, how hard it is to get these bad boys? Pretty hard, man. This is a massive set that I wanted for my scam likely calling me up at the wrong time. I'm about to fucking bitch slap somebody. But yeah, guys, this is part of my collection. I'm adding this to my collection. I only have very few personal collection pieces, but this is one of them for the set. Pokey Trap Spot, you already know, bro. This is straight fuego.
Man, so
everybody knows that they probably hit the explicit button because of me, bro. I'm just saying right now, like I'm myself on my videos, and that's just that, bro.
I love it though, man. Because scam likely, whenever I see that pop up on my phone, I'll be ready to throw the whole damn phone. So I was like, man, I feel you on that, Kicks. But man, your setup on Whatnot, bro. Like, did you design it yourself, or did you have somebody set that up for you? Because that setup is crazy.
So another thing that a lot of people don't understand or know about me is that I do everything in house. Whether it be my graphic design, my photography, videography, the artwork, the cards, the everything, bro. Like I do my own stickers, bro. Everything happens in this house. I don't outsource anything. You know what I'm saying? So everything that's just goes to show you how much work I'm putting in. I mean, I'm putting in like 16, 17-hour days sometimes just to get stuff done. And now that I have 3 shows a week, it's crazy. I got Tuesday is gonna be my comic sketch days. Wednesday is my custom card days. Friday is my big auctions where I do like custom Funko Pops, mystery packs, whatever. So there's a lot on my plate, man, but I get it done,
Man, so what I gotta say, I just want to ask you, what you an 80s baby, 90s baby, 2000 babies, Kicks? I think I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to preface.
I was born in 87, bro.
87. Okay.
So I guess you'd say 90s baby. I don't know, because
that's what I say. Cause I was born in 84, and I'm like, I only saw 6 years of the 80s. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't really do anything until after. So yeah.
I know Jack 80s, 90s babies, 2000s, and when we start to be grown, man. Beach, you lagging a little bit behind us. Yeah, Taylor.
92.
You borderline 2000. You borderline 2000s, baby. You borderline 2000s, baby. I'm gonna tell y'all something though, man. Jack, man. I've been knowing Jack for a little bit over a year now, and the more I talk to him, the more I learn about him. And it was a debate out there on how old Jack was. Some people was putting 27 on my guy. I was like, man, I'm happy for my guy. People think he's 27. Like, hey,
I'll take it.
But people put 27 on me. But I was like, I think me and Jack about the same age. And I feel like a lot of times you can tell when people around the same age as you, because you don't get bothered. Y'all don't get bothered you get bothered by the same stuff, and it's stuff that you let slide is about the same stuff. And stuff I seen Jack get mad over is stuff I would absolutely get mad about. Stuff I seen Jack just be like, yeah, whatever. It's the stuff that I would be the exact same way. And I think it's just that era that we come from, because 80s and 90s was different, man. And I think everybody here got kids except for Tony. B-Shy, you don't have kids, right?
Negative.
All right, you the only smart one. So when you got kids, I always try not to say, well, oh, you wouldn't have made it in the 80s and you wouldn't have made it in the 90s. And it's true, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you just had to be different in that area. I don't care if you was black, white, Hispanic, whatever. You had to be different in that era because our parents, quote unquote, pushed us off the porch, a little bit earlier than we do. Because I be telling my daughter, man, you can stay till you 25, 26. I don't care. I just want you to be good and, happy and successful in whatever you do. But guys and even ladies from my era, I feel like we have a different bravado about us. And the thing that I love to see is that we embracing the technology and the culture for the most part of this modern era. And I think Whatnot is proving that, because it's a lot of guys our age on Whatnot that's making serious moves. And that goes to show with Kicks, because you really think about it, man. He could say, bro, you know what, man, I don't really need this. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, he could really go off and do something else. But I think that even guys from my era who we not 50s and 60s, I feel like we see the power in the technology, and I feel like we even seeing it more so than the younger generation, the generation younger than us. But now the younger generation, like my daughter's age, there's teenagers right now, they starting to look at Whatnot like, hey, this is like the next thing up. Jack, you would know better than I do, because you got the algorithm and everything of that nature. You can look at that data. like what demographic do you see? Like, do you feel like it's heavier towards the younger crowd or middle age? Like, where do you feel it's at right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's certainly buyers and sellers that span across all age gaps. But anytime you're talking about a tech-based platform, you're going to skew younger. I think that's to the advantage in a lot of ways. I think that's why like the whatnot market feels a little different than the eBay market when you talk about comics, books that will sell for high prices on whatnot that may go higher than something on eBay. It can be slanted towards maybe like an early 90s type book. Spider-Man #1 from McFarlane, Jim Lee X-Men 1, books like that often would get totally overlooked on eBay, can do pretty well within whatnot. I think a lot of that has to do with like the ages there. And then where you hit the nail on the head though, is when you talk about the behavior of teenagers today. So like, I think, yes, we grew up, I'm 37. So we grew up in like this weird time period where my childhood, we were on floppy disks and Macintoshes in one computer in the whole school. And now we're in the era where like my kids get free computers to take home with them. So it's like such a weird like transition period from when we were kids to now. So when I saw something like whatnot, I immediately recognized, oh, this is like a huge opportunity. This is the ability to scale, to sell fast, to really like move through product, and then also to connect with an audience, which, as you mentioned, like was already something I was doing on YouTube. And I could already see that being able to connect with your viewer and really make that viewer, whether they personally know you or not, feel like that you're somebody they want to have a beer with or go out to eat with. Like those are the type of things that intangibles that come through when you're selling via live shopping. But the younger generation, like the teenagers now, you got to look at the decisions that they're going to have to make in the next 5 years. Like when they're getting to that same age that we all got to when, you know, you started to make a little bit of money in life and now you want to go back and chase your childhood, right? You want to buy those items you missed out on. I cannot envision a 15-year-old going to a legacy platform like eBay and like scrolling down a list of names when they have the option to sit in fun streams with like Beachside Hobbies, Mellow for Prez, Webster's Vault, The Ninth Wonder, Kickstradomis, Comic Tom, all these great people that we've mentioned. Like when you can go and watch your favorite YouTuber or go see your favorite comic creator or your favorite comic seller anytime and watch their shows live and be entertained while shopping, that's something that I think the younger crowd is just going to grow up with. And you already see it over in like Eastern countries where that's already the behavior of the youth.
Yeah. Now, Kicks, when you started doing custom shoes, for example, what was the main selling platform for you?
I was just using social media, bro. I was just using Instagram. I really just,
Instagram.
It's free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like free promotion. I've never paid for marketing. So it was just grinding. And, you know, I just started putting my stuff on social media. And, you know, certain blogs started to take notice. So they started to, you know, write up articles about some of the shoes that I was making. And that's kind of how I just built my following through you know, word of mouth and journalists writing about it on like Kicks on Fire, Sneaker News, you know, all the big blogs, Complex, everything. Yeah. So
yeah. Now, if you could go back and have whatnot when you started, like, would you like to retcon that and be like, oh, now I got what and have whatnot, you know, let's say 8 years ago, or you know, however long it took you to really start getting breaked in.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. So I always just think about it like, is this a technology that I would have rather have back in the past? Like, then I always look at, okay, yeah, if I could say yes without a shadow of a doubt, then, you know, obviously, you know, I feel like it's something that's going to stay around because I feel like people that use like whatnot now feel like we couldn't see our lives without whatnot. You know, like if they just took that technology away today, I think a lot of people would be, you know, up in arms. Something like Facebook, if they took Facebook away today, I probably wouldn't care, you know. I'll probably be like, okay, whatever. You know, I use IG, you know.
Move on to the next one, yeah.
If they took IG away, now that whatnot got stories and direct messaging, I could probably do without.
Yeah.
Hey,
being,
a lot of the
just
things
being
I
all the
see
way
in
100.
chat, everybody say it's like the next Twitch, man. It's like that next interaction platform. And like you were saying with eBay and stuff, I think it just gives the chance for like the seller to bring that authenticity of actually what they're selling. Because you know it's eBay, it's like they can choose 1-day shipping, 5-day shipping. That can give you a judgment towards the seller with whatnot. It's like that structured security you feel within it. So that's what I
Yes,
like most
sir.
about it, man.
What's
Man,
most exciting too is like we're just getting started. Like this
Yeah.
is, I think sometimes a year can feel 10 years, and it's hard to get like a grasp of the fact that like the platform's 2 years old. The
Crazy.
comics division is just over a year.
nuts.
So like there's still so much to do, so many things happening, so many big exciting announcements to come that are only going to continue to build out. And then on a product side, there's going to be so many features built into the app that will allow so much more functionality than exists today. And that's what excites me the most is for somebody like you, Hunter, who's like, oh, I wish I had it when I was younger? Yeah, but because you didn't and you have it now is why you really appreciate it.
yeah,
It's
I
like,
appreciate it a lot more.
it's the Step Brothers. Like it's even cooler. We got it when we're 40. Like, it's now like, okay, this, I need to go in now. I might have wasted time if I was 22, like, but now I'm like, okay, this is the moment where you can really grab something. And we're seeing superstars get made within the Whatnot streaming platform. People who didn't have a following like Kicks have started to really all of a sudden get notoriety just based on like their streaming ability and the way they connect with an audience.
Yeah. So Kicks, does your son, how does he feel about Whatnot? Does he get on there and watch you, or does he ask you a bunch of questions about it?
My son has like, he has jumped on. I made him a little profile, so he gets on every now and then, and
Awesome.
he's a crowd favorite for sure.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's crazy, man.
Awesome. Jack, is your oldest child old enough to really integrate with Whatnot like that? I don't.
Yeah, so she loves Whatnot. Unfortunately, I can't fully get her on the comics train. She's more anime manga. But she loves, especially like the convention streams that we do. She's been real excited to be able to watch like Sabat and Clifford Chapin and all of Sean Schimmel and all these great voice actors kind of come on and do a bunch of amazing streams, and it kind of really gives them behind the scenes of what it's like to play those characters.
Yeah, definitely. So one thing I like to do is I like to kind of thumb through people's Instagram. If you got a Wikipedia, I like to kind of go through that and see, what you got on there. And obviously got a pic of you and your son on there. I see you still got a lot of pic of the custom shoes that you've done. Kicks, I'm assuming that you're a gamer too. Am I right or wrong on that?
I game a little bit. I'm actually endorsed by Turtle Beach and Rocket. So
yeah, I saw that. I saw
yeah,
that.
I'm on their team. So yeah, I game a little bit. I dabble a little
You
bit.
dabble, okay.
I'm more of a sports game gamer though. I just don't have that hand-eye coordination for the shooting stuff, man. I'll play it, but it's just for fun. People like to watch me stream just because I'm a clown, but not because I'm good.
Because you're funny. So what's the origin? What's the origin of Baby Nuts, man? I gotta ask.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I was just having fun one day, and I was just saying that, and people just gravitated to it. So that's just what it is, man. It's just having fun, just playing off some dumb shit that I hear people saying. So
you never know what the community can create on Whatnot. It's great.
Man, I talked to you earlier. I asked you earlier about getting caught up with Beachside and Mello and Webster, them some crazy guys. But how did you get hooked up with these crazy fools? Hive Comics. I've been seeing that you've been advertising the show tonight, with you, Hive, and
we got
what's the other guy's name? Yeah, Dale. Yeah.
So again, that's Beachside, man. I was out in Denver, and Beach was like, "Yo, come through." My girl usually goes with me to these cons, and she couldn't make it, so I was just chilling and he was like, "Come through." I was like, "I ain't doing nothing," so I pulled up, and that's when I met Hive. And
out.
yeah, it was just all them in this Airbnb, and again, we just hit it off. It was cool.
Yeah, so that's going to be tonight at 9:00 Central Time. Comic Fanzine presents Kickstradomis, Hive Comics. Is that going to be on Whatnot?
I guess.
I mean, they got the Whatnot logo on it.
I just know.
Del, you there?
Yeah, so
just text me, so I'll find out after this though. Oh, by the way, this I'm gonna send this out to Jack. Jack, I'm gonna send you this little sketch I did.
Oh
Hey,
my
let's look at full screen real quick.
Let's
get a close up on that.
Yeah,
you got it drippy over there.
Drip.
Let me see if you guys are able to see the black light on here. 1 second.
Damn, Jack, I'm jealous, brother.
Oh yeah, there you go. One of my little black light prints.
Man.
Real quick one, but it's on a Shikishi canvas board. So I bought some of these because I'm gonna start doing, because I figured not everybody just wants comic books. I think I could just be doing like live sketches on these and auction them off. I think they'll go crazy too. So yeah, why not?
That looks great.
Yeah, man. Really, really dope. It's crazy that you just sit there and like 15, probably less than 15 minutes and did that. Really,
Jack
really dope
that
stuff.
boy.
I think I have.
Yeah, Jack
it's got a 1-on-1 from Kickstradomis.
Jack got some sick stuff behind him already, man.
Like that. So these are some that I did live on Whatnot as well. So stuff like this, and I believe this one went for like $550 or something like that. I don't know.
That Venom is sick.
Is DC still in the chat? I think he's the one that grabbed one of these, right?
Who's in there?
DC Collectibles. He's here.
I didn't even know there was a chat going on.
Yeah, you can't see it on your. Yeah, you can't see it on your.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, so
what's up, DC? What's up, DC?
This was the Invincible cover, and these are all black lights. So I think if I light it up, you'll be able to see.
Yeah.
These all got that drippy drip,
Looks,
man.
I'm over here thinking this was like pre-recorded, gonna be played later.
No, we live.
We're live.
Those baby nuts are live, man.
Another little Batman piece, but yeah, man. I'm just happy that. Oh, this is one of my favorites right here. This Wolverine was crazy.
I love that.
When you were doing the tape last night, that was crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I wanted to try something different, and it worked out.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
I did this one. I gotta send this one out actually because this is a giveaway. Somebody won this in a giveaway on Hives. Yeah, the Thor. So
let me light that up.
This one is a cool little one.
Right
there.
Man.
That's fire.
I love that.
Dude, I'd be out here with like, rulers and angles and like trying to hit these. Dude, the symmetry that you make is like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so aesthetically pleasing. Like I
love that drip, man. The drip, bro.
Like my boy DC said, yes, I'm here. I'm here.
The Kicks Museum over there at DC Collectibles right there.
Yeah, he's starting up a museum for sure.
Yeah. He bought every single
DC Collectibles. DC
nuts,
Collectibles
man.
be going hard on Whatnot.
Yo, what does he have as his picture? Let me see.
Five?
Oh, he has one of my custom cards as his picture. I was like, yo, that looks familiar. Yeah.
So San Diego Comic-Con next week. Kicks, you gonna be out there?
I won't be making San Diego Comic-Con. Now, the reason I won't be, even though it's like something that I should have probably been at, is whenever I go to these cons, I do my Funko shows, and now hopefully I'll be doing some comic streams with you guys, like some crazy stuff. Hopefully me and Tom will be hitting the main stage at C2E2 because we got some crazy stuff coming. You know what I mean? But yeah, usually I have to have a lot of Funkos made for each show. So it takes a lot of time, and I like to spread out my cons just so I can make sure that I bring something that's really gonna steal the show.
Yeah.
My very first con, I didn't have enough time, so yeah.
The power of Whatnot, you can be at the con without being at the con because you can always go split screen with Melo or Beach or somebody else. So we definitely gonna figure out a way to get you integrated into one of these streams. Out of San Diego. Damn, sad I'm not gonna be able to see you there, brother. The first time I saw you, I'll be at C2E2. Yeah, I'll be at C2E2. So I definitely
there, Jack. We gotta do something crazy for C2E2.
Yeah, we do,
and especially NYCC too, because
NYCC gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah.
So many people would been hitting me up telling me different plans that they got for NYCC. Jack, man, brother, I'm really trying to understand, man. I know you're gonna get tired of me messing with you about this. Why the Panthers, bro?
Well, I live in Charleston, South Carolina. I went to high school probably 10 minutes from the Panther Stadium. I used to go to every Panther home game throughout high school. So, yes, a hometown team, man. You got to rock with the hometown team.
Yeah.
It's been a labor of love, man. We got close twice, Super Bowl twice. Couldn't put it through. It's tough when you go to 2 Super Bowls and you face Brady and Peyton Manning.
That's tough.
But, yeah, we've been trying to rebuild in the post-Cam era, and we keep switching up young quarterbacks. So we'll see.
Well, you got Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold now?
Yeah, I'm Team Baker at this point. But
wasn't they both number 1 picks?
Oh, man. I'm a Ram fan guy, bro. So
I got a number 1. You say you're a Rams fan?
Bro, nah, when the Rams came to LA, I had season tickets to that first season where they lost every damn game. I hate when people tell me like, yeah, you only win it because they start winning. Nah, man, I was at every single game. They were getting smoked. You know what I'm saying? And Cooper Kupp was dropping balls and stuff. Now Cooper Kupp is man, bro. The guy's amazing.
Yeah, you see, we gonna be mortal enemies, Kicks, because I'm a 49ers fan. So
they trash, but
trash.
Kittle's the homie. Kittle's the homie though. He hit me up. I'm doing all his shoes for like the main, the big primetime games. And he's gonna be hooking me up with tickets to the game, so I'll be there rooting on the other team.
Yeah, we gonna be there together, and it's gonna be Niners versus Rams. Me and Kicks, we gonna be.
Man, you guys is not no.
Hey man, I love my fellow NFC rivals, Rams. Kicks. The Rams, they okay.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. My girl's a 49er fan, bro. My cousin came up from LA to go to the 49er game, bro. And we were like in the first quarter, we were partying like, yeah, you guys suck. And then we got smoked by like 40, bro. By third quarter, we were quiet the whole game. It was the longest car ride home, bro. We were just chilling. Like, it was just bad. But then we came and won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's what matters. That's what counts.
Yeah. So you in NorCal, right? I think I asked you this before. Yeah, you in NorCal. Yeah. See, I used to live up in NorCal. And a lot of people think that's why I'm a 49ers fan, even though I'm originally from Texas. And when I lived in the Bay Area, the 49ers was sorry. This is like Frank Gore rookie year, losing every game. And then once the 49ers, once we got Harbaugh and we started to win again, people did the same thing to me. They was like, oh, you only a 49ers fan because they winning now. Because by this time I was living back in Texas. And I'm like, nah, I've been a 49ers fan since I was a kid. Now, as a kid, yes, I was a bandwagon fan because I jumped on the bandwagon when Steve Young got the monkey off his back in '94. But I'm a kid. That's what kids do.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was a bandwagon fan when I was a kid. So my favorite player of all time was Randy Moss. Whenever Randy Moss went, I was like, yo, Randy Moss the man. Ever since I picked up that Dreamcast controller, he was on the cover, bro. I was like, Randy Moss the man, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's cheat code Madden.
That's great, bro.
Randy Moss.
Man, Dreamcast was an era, man. Like, I remember when it first came out, Dreamcast, we was living in DC at the time. I was at Pentagon City Mall, and me and my uncle was walking by Electronic Boutique, if y'all remember that. EB.
That's the first time I ever seen a game that was 3D, bro.
Exactly. Right? And I was like, it came out in the spring, so I walked by the TV. I was like, why are they showing the football game in EB? And I'm thinking it's like the real NFL broadcast, right? Because remember, they had the licensing and all of that. I'm like, whoa, that's a video game? So I wanted the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was popping, but it only lasted for a couple years. And
exactly. It was ahead of its time, though. because it was the first gaming system with online and everything of that nature. It was just
that Power Stone, you know, only the real ones know that Power Stone, you know, stuff like that. That was the move. I think Beats and Mello are too young. They don't know about that.
That might be a hair ahead of Beach, definitely ahead of Mello. I mean, me, you, and Jack, we was out in the streets.
Yeah, Mello and Beach was like Mello and Beach is probably GameCube era. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro.
N64,
Super Nintendo, N64 up.
Nah, we over here.
I remember the little
playing.
flip in the middle on the Super Nintendo. I was still playing on that. I actually had older cousins, so I had a few of those.
Hey, we were on that GoldenEye, you know, that good stuff.
Hey, GoldenEye 007 yet? Getting on that paintball cheats, all those cheats, man. I love that.
That was the good stuff.
Sir. Man, so let me ask you this: if you had your pick, Kicks, what would be the first character that you did like your first published comic book art for? Your first cover?
Man, like any character,
Moon Knight.
Any character, period.
Besides Moon Knight, because I know you love Moon Knight.
Any character, period.
Yeah, any character.
Man, so many, bro. I probably, you know what? I'm gonna throw an oddball one out there just because it's my son's favorite character, and I'm gonna say Star-Lord, bro, on some Guardian Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody doing it right. They don't do him justice. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
So,
good answer.
I think with the whole like retro Galaxy vibe and like you know the music and the drip, I think it was just all like come together. You know what I'm saying?
So next Tuesday, right? Next Tuesday, you're gonna do that?
Maybe.
And how old's your son?
He's 11.
That's crazy to think that, like, you know, that Guardians of the Galaxy is like his, you know.
Yeah, and I love it, man, because everybody always picks the same people. Like they always picking Spider-Man, Batman, or something. Nah, he said Star-Lord's my favorite superhero. So I actually took him to the movie, the red carpet of the movie Onward. And I got to introduce him to Chris Pratt, and the dude lost his mind, bro. It's like heaven. You know what I'm saying? So being able to like, you know, use my platform and like, you know, let him experience these things is amazing. He's actually been on the Lakers on the court with LeBron when he was shooting, like practicing and stuff. So like the dude's experienced stuff, and he's not even big into sports like that, but like it's things that he'll remember later, you know? Definitely.
That's so cool.
For sure. Man, I love streaming through people, scrolling through people's Instagrams. I want to take y'all back in the time machine.
Jack's like, all right, where are we headed?
Jack like, man, don't be going that far back. This the Bolo I need back.
Yeah,
I need the Bolo list back.
Bolo list.
I didn't have to do no research. Went to the LCS and said, "Give me the Bolo list.
Bro.
Give me the Bolo list. I need this book, this book, this."
Is that white number
book.
1? Look at that.
I'm telling y'all, my guy
the
Jack.
Bolo list was like what made me. Like I met Jack through Patreon way back in the freaking day. I remember that Bolo list dropped in the Patreon. We got that Bolo list a day early too. And man, that was like my cheat code. I would bring into a comic shop. Like, yep, boom, boom, boom. Just give it all to me. Jack, bring it back, brother.
Hey, no, I mean, I'll tell you that this is something I get asked about this a lot, and we'll give you a little for my guy Ninth Wonder here. The Bolo list is coming back. I've been sitting on it for a while, but like everything else, man, that's happened in the last few years with comics, we got to elevate it. So we obviously have a publishing company. We made that announcement last week. There's going to be some fun new announcements coming in that regard, and the Bolo list will be coming out in a new format that I'm really excited to kind of get into people's hands. So we'll be bringing it back. We'll be bringing it back on a
That's
big.
Pretty lit. So it's like a list of like everything that you should be looking out for and stuff.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah, it was basically like how I was trying to think like how can I, from a content perspective, take this like handwritten list that I walk into a comic shop with every week, my hunt list, and how do I create a graphic and like keep it raw so it really looks like that list, but it really just showed this is what I'm looking at this week, and this is my perspective. And you know, obviously everybody's got everybody's got.
I feel like you can do that with anything, to be honest. Like I think somebody like Beach could have his own where he tells you guys what's the best lotion to use because he does a lot of that stuff.
A 99-cent Audi. Hey, Audi, bro. Audi. You guys be hating on Audi, man.
Man. Y'all don't forget to check Kickstradomis out
serious,
on YouTube, Kickstradomis TV. So Kicks, do you follow the comic book speculation market at all? Have Beachside and Mello had they put you up on game on comic book speculation?
I'm jumping in blind right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this:
we just send him stuff. We just send him books.
Yeah, they send me stuff, bro. I got like 10 packages and stuff.
Yeah, I just hold this, bro.
Like my slab collection is crazy though. I can show you guys like my slab.
Yeah, bust out some of them slabs right quick before we get up out of here.
Let me fix this real quick.
Yeah, I actually got to drop off, guys. I got just me tonight. The wife's out doing a little thing for her, getting her hair done. I let her go take care of herself tonight, so I got both the boys. So I am gonna drop off.
All right,
brother. Yeah, we about to wrap up anyway. Thank you for coming through, Taylor. I appreciate
you guys. Man. Hey, yeah, chat. You saw it here, man. You're ready for it.
This is just some of my stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna kick you out, and then we're gonna bring in
Rage Booming.
Man, the myth, the legend, Webster's
Road. This is just some of the shit that I pick up because I like it. You know what I mean? So I got stuff like that.
Yeah, let me throw you on the big screen right quick.
What's up, Webby?
What's up, guys? How we doing? I'm a little late to the party. Had a little bit of a mishap, but we are here, guys.
I like this. I like this one, so I had to get Deuce.
Oh man.
You know, and then
that is nice. That is nice.
This is more up my alley and my style, so I had to get the crane pieces right here. I got that one. I got this crazy ass one right here.
Oh yeah,
I love that one. Yeah,
that's.
I got this bad boy right here.
Oh
yeah, that was a MegaCon exclusive for Crane.
Yeah, this is my favorite one though, right here.
That's dope.
That Wolverine goes insane. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very low one. This one also fire. Deadpool with the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I can kind of see your palette for comic covers. Yeah, I can kind of see your palette just by. Yeah, that's dope to me. I like looking to see what kind of covers people like. It kind of lets me know what their palette is for comic.
You can tell by
I got some more, man. I got too much shit in here, bro. All right, this is also one of my favorites right here. You know, because this is my throwback right here. This is Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy, that's good.
Newsstand too.
This is #1 right here, yo.
Yeah, it's a newsstand too. That barcode down there. That
OG right here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That first run Moon Knight right there, baby.
Something light. And then I got this one.
Beautiful. ASM.
What was that 219? Yeah.
I got this one. This one was clean.
That Momoko.
Yeah. That peach.
Hey.
First Hunter's Moon.
I wonder who gave
you that. Was this from you, my guy?
Hey, I think so, my guy.
Yeah. Oh, this one's fire right here. Look at this powdered toast, man. It's
fire. Yo, powdered toast, man.
And it's a newsstand too on that.
Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I think that's the Era variant too, if I'm not mistaken. Because they got that little dot on there. It has a little dot on there.
Black Spectre.
Yeah, I think that's the Era variant too. That's pretty dope.
This is one of my favorites too, right here. Look.
Hey,
love Spawn.
One
classic.
Yeah.
I got some blank Spawn covers coming in.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy on those. Look at this right here.
Nice.
Mark Spector Moon, baby. Let's go.
First one for the run.
Man, I love that you loyal to Moon Knight like that.
Yeah, man, I got a bunch of Moon Knight shit. This is a Dark Knight.
So like when you're picking up books, do you kind of like do you buy like what catches your eye first, or?
Yeah, if it's not Moon Knight, it's shit that'll catch my eye. This one I was blessed by my boy Beachside, man. With this right here.
Hey, that tried more 1 in 25.
That's 1 in 25. Yeah.
Yeah, he blessed me. Yeah. That's just like the slabs I could get, but yeah, that's what my collection look like right now. I just got off the phone with CGC earlier today, and I filled out the form. So that means now all my custom sketch covers are going to be able to send in for artist signature series and slabbed up. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge. especially for my boy DC, that's probably gobbled up like 90% of the covers that I've made at this point. Yeah.
Congrats,
for
bro.
sure, man. For
Killer,
sure.
man.
That's dope, man. One thing I will say, brother, just keep collecting what's true to you. Speculation, the speculation market, that's like the stock market. It's a game. You can play it, but damn it, sometimes it'll bite you in your ass, man. It'll bite you in your ass speculating on comic books. But yeah, man, I definitely like seeing, how you view art through the covers that you collect. I think that's pretty dope. I also like that loyalty that you had to Moon Knight, because a lot of people turn their back on Moon Knight after the series, but it's good to see that you staying
Not
true
me,
to
bro. I'll be making the cover at one point. Watch.
Hey, I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it.
We'll make it happen.
So, Kicks, where will we see you next?
Man, you guys will see, like, con-wise?
The con-wise, on Whatnot, YouTube, Instagram.
Man, I got a huge show tomorrow, bro, but it's more dipping into like my custom art, as far as like my custom Funkos, my custom cards. Have my first mystery pack show in a long time, but it's like over $30,000 worth of prizes and stuff in that shit. But we're talking like custom 1-of-1 Funkos, custom cards, and high-end slabs. And then every Tuesday is my live sketch cover sessions, which have been going crazy as of late. Wednesday is my custom cards, but I'll probably be popping on every now and then to do sketch covers whenever I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? I want to do that a little bit more, but I want to be that guy. Like I've told people this before. I wanted to be like the supreme of Funkos, and I've made that happen. I wanted to be the supreme of the custom cards. I'm already there, and I want to be the supreme of comics. So I need my stuff to be extremely exclusive, and when it drops, it's sold out, and the resale market's where it's at. You know what I mean? So that's the goal for me. I talked to Michael Jack, and I know you couldn't make that call, but I told him the same thing, bro. Like, we gonna drop covers. I'm gonna be the rarest one out there. I don't care, bro. Like, we're gonna drop variants and stuff, different ones, but they're always gonna be the sought after, low numbered, stuff. So that's definitely where it's at for me, especially with how much these sketch covers are already going for. You know what I mean? So it definitely. And Tom is eating it up because we're gonna drop these prints, man, and it's just gonna go wild.
And that's the beauty of having
I'm sorry. No, you can go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the beauty of having a publishing company is we don't have to ask permission to anybody. We can do whatever the hell we want. So we can bring it to print and get those Kickstradomis covers out there immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of that, I was wondering, aren't you doing a main like a pretty big show in C2E2? I know that Ninth was asking about that. Don't you guys have a show planned for those prints or anything like that?
I want to talk more with Jack and see what we could figure out. I'm sure that if we game plan it, with time in advance, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we already could bring to the table, especially with Tom. You know what I mean? That I think could definitely crush at a C2E2. I don't see why not. I mean, I'm always
gotta be a main stage show.
Yeah.
Sure. I think we're thinking dropping. Give me a second as my camera just shut off again. I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're talking about dropping 150 of a certain one, and I don't know. Maybe I could like sneak peek it right now. What you think, Beach? You think I should sneak peek it a little bit?
Let's fucking go! Let's go, baby.
You heard it here first.
Man. So
anytime somebody has came on my channel and sneak peeked anything, it's been fire.
So I'll show you guys in the order, right? So
hey, no, you ain't signed to no deal. Do what you want, man.
So we decided, me and Tom were chopping it up, and we're gonna drop these all into Buy It Now, and then maybe the ones that are gonna get remarks and number to 10, only 10 will have special remarks. But I could sign them and stuff and have them ready, or sign some live. It'll be to 150 to 75, and then it'll be to 25. And so the first one would be the Deadpool that Beach was talking about that I painted live there.
Oh yeah, this thing was ridiculous.
And a website too. Yeah, let me bring it up. So this is the Deadpool right here. Oh, let me bring it up right here.
Oh,
yeah.
You can tell by the covers you've collected that this is your style as well. You like vibrant colors. You like that graffiti style. I love this.
I want it to pop. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
So that would be to 175, give or take 150, 175. And then it was a hard one, but I did a Venom yesterday that we're gonna do 275, and it would be this one.
I like that angle. That's a crazy angle right there.
With the drip, and then my personal favorite would be the 1 to 25, and it would be this Joker right here.
Oh, wow. That was my favorite in the previews you sent me, man. Oh man.
Yeah, I like how it fuses into everything.
Jeez, dude,
the Venom is my favorite, bro. That Venom is nuts. I'm about to make that Venom my wallpaper.
And the ha-has in there too. Jeez.
Yeah, this is just kind of like my introduction into my style and what I bring to the table, and hopefully it makes a splash. I think people are already the people that have seen it are just waiting for me to drop it. You know what I mean? So I think with the help of Tom and whatnot, I think we could definitely crush it. And then who knows? Probably be dropping. I don't know, Jack. Probably be dropping a cover or something. You know what I mean? Like, we got some stuff in the works. So
I ain't gonna lie, man.
We've been talking.
Look, I ain't gonna
lie.
We'll
talk after this. Jack, if you want to stick.
I'm not no line skipper, but I was just thinking, man, I'm about to try to skip the line to get kicks on the cover and get his first artwork published on something, man. But look, brother, in due time, man. Real soon, you're gonna start doing them comic covers, and you're gonna take off.
Easy.
I say, man, I always tell people, I trust Jack advice a lot. I think a lot of people sleep on Jack in the fact that I think they just look at him since what he done since he been with Whatnot. But people forget that Jack used to be me. Jack used to be on YouTube every week. Jack used to be grinding, Wednesday Warrior, paying to the small details of the culture. And now that he has a bigger platform, he's not using that bigger platform to go out and do like whatever, you know what I'm saying, just make the most money. He's actually turning people's dreams into realities. If you look at what JP McFly's doing with Ninja Funk, Whatnot Publishing, I can tell you, coming from a corporate structure and working in the upstart for a company, most people, man, when they get any position of power, they just think about, man, look, how can I get more money, for me and my family? Nothing wrong with that, but Jack really be out here, Jack and his whole team, when you credit to everybody, really be out here making guys' dreams come true. And we about to see the power, because Kicks, even though you got a big platform, even with your big platform, you just couldn't walk in any company saying, oh, I want to do a comic book cover. It's still kind of like a proving grounds that you have to go through. But with this, you're going to be able to elevate past that a little bit and get right down to the meat and bones of things. And I'm very, very anxious to see what it turns into, because I think you're gonna drop some fire. And I think working with people like Tom and Jack is definitely the way to go, brother. So man, congratulations on you for jumping into the comic book business, man, because a lot of people, man, I don't think a lot of people could do it, but just the way you embracing it, and not only are you a creator in it, but you're a fan of it as well, and that's gonna take you a long way. Got to give our roses to Jack, man. I know everybody here loves Jack, and he done single-handedly helped change facets of our lives. And like, if I always tell people, if everything goes away tomorrow, at least for the last year, I done been able to travel to cons pretty basically free in the end. I done been able to go to shows and meet people I would have never been able to meet. I can stop selling on Whatnot tomorrow, and I'll be fully satisfied with the experience that I have. And a lot of that was just Jack being who Jack is, and not necessarily looking at the fact, well, this guy ain't got this many followers, this guy ain't got that many followers. I think he looking more at the nature of the person that you are and what you actually bring into the table. And I know some people don't like me because I push Whatnot so much, but the people that I rock with on Whatnot is the B-side hobbies, the Webster's vaults. I like the new faces, bro. I like the new faces. Like, I want to see like the next comic. I want to see like the next Comic Time. I'm the type of guy that likes watching the NFL draft. I like watching it. I want to find that diamond in the rough, and I believe in B-side, Webster's Vault, Melo for prayers. I believe in those guys, and they a storm. They a force to be reckoned with. So, Kicks, I think you definitely hooked up with the right set of guys because everybody is talking about them behind the scenes. And like I said, I'm just great to have all you guys on tonight. I'm happy that I know y'all. I'm happy that y'all are part of my life because this past year has been a blast. These past few months have been a blast, just going to different cons with y'all. But that brings us to the end of the road, man. Yeah. That's it for tonight. I feel like it was a great conversation. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves.
I want to thank Jack too, because dude, I actually quit my career, and I remember when I first started Whatnot, I got on a meeting with Adam and Jack, and Jack asked me, "What is your dream?" And I said, "My dream is to quit my job that I don't like. I'm tired of waking up unhappy. I want to do comics full time." Jack said, 3 months. 3 months. Put in all your hard work, grind for it. 3 months, dude. In like 1 month, I quit my job. In 3 months, Jack got me on the conventions. History. My life has completely changed because of Jack and Adam. And dude, I can't thank you guys enough, man. And another thing, I had a meeting with Jack earlier, and I told him one individual that is part of my dreams to work with, and Jack, Jack might make it happen because the man wants to make. Yeah, brother. The man looks out for everyone. Small, big, it doesn't matter. He looked out for me when I had like 200 followers on Whatnot, and told me that in 3 months that your life can change. I quit my job. My life has completely changed. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Oh, man. Thank you. And I've told you this in person, and I'll tell it in front of the world. Like, I can give you the game. I can tell you my perspective. I can tell you what I see. You, more than most, have really taken the ball and run with it. And like, I appreciate the flowers, but you really you deserve all the credit for the success that you've had, because you took that as a challenge. You wanted something for yourself, and you went out and got it. And my favorite part of my job, and Ninth alluded to it earlier, was like, where I came from YouTube. I know how hard it was to deal with these companies and to fight for respect and to try to make something out of this. I remember how good it felt when I was able to do comics full time. And I just want to give that to as many people as I can. We get one life, and not to get off track or sappy, but it's you get one life, and too many of us just choose to punt and just do a job. And I just think so many of us are capable of so much more. And so when I get to watch you in your streams and see the hype and entertainment you bring, I'm like, this is what this man was meant to do. He was not put on this earth to work that 9 to 5. You were here to entertain the people.
Thank you, brother. Sure. Much love, man. Much love. Man.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. We should be excited about what we do. What we do on a daily basis, man. We shouldn't be I don't want to go into work. I don't, what I'm saying? Agreed. We shouldn't be like that. We should be looking forward to what we gonna do from one day to the next. We should be excited by the future. I know as humans, a lot of time we can clinch on to nostalgia, because when we think back in the past, we know about what we've been through, and we know that we made it out of that. And a lot of people are scared of the future because we don't know where we're going. I can say personally, and this is one of the few times in my life where I'm definitely looking at the future. Come on, let's bring it on, because I know it's good stuff. I know it's good stuff coming down the road and great things coming after that. Just Jack and launching, Jack and Whatnot Publishing. That was something that I've been anticipating for a while. Incredible. Yeah, and to see it actually happen, I feel like people sometimes they don't appreciate the things that are right in front of them. it takes them a while to appreciate it. You know, when Biggie was alive, I feel like people didn't really appreciate him for the rapper that he was until after he died. Like this Whatnot publishing thing, I'm trying to tell people like, bro, this is huge. Like, this is gonna let people get out their dreams, man. Like, just think about how huge that is. And now the more I talk to people, I'm starting to hear more people saying, well, maybe I should try to, write my own book. Maybe, maybe more people want to get, into doing, covers and things of that nature and, in creating something. So as much as, look, I tell people, as much as Whatnot is good for selling, Whatnot can be good for creating too. Because now if you want to launch your own comic book, you can do it through Whatnot. You can go live on Whatnot. You can promote that comic. You can sell that comic right there on Whatnot. You can get it printed yourself. You can do everything yourself. And people can say what they want, but when something is hot on Whatnot, there's nothing that's been hot on Whatnot that has fallen off completely the way we normally see it in the comic book market. Like we see some books go hot on eBay and other platforms, but once they cool off, they never come back. Stuff that's been 100%. Hot on Whatnot has pretty much remained hot. So, me personally, I feel like this is like the new proving grounds for comic books. If you can make it in Whatnot, you can make it anywhere. So that's why I feel strongly about Beachside, Web, Mellow, Kicks. I feel like you guys can definitely take it to a higher level for real. Like I was telling somebody the other day, I said, man, I think Beachside, Web, and them. I was like, man, if I get them boys on YouTube, I was like, they can be bigger than Comic Tom, bro. Like they energy, like I haven't met nobody that doesn't like them, bro. Like everybody I've met is like them. I know people that hate each other, but can agree that Beach, Web, all of them, like they love them dudes, man. And to me, that says a lot. Kicks, I met this brother. I briefly met you in Orlando.
Denver, I think we had lunch, right?
We had lunch in Denver. Me, you, Hive, and Nerdy Girl. And I was like, man, this is a cool dude, man. Like, you think most people you meet, like, oh dang, he done did cleats for Kittle, Beckham, he done did shoes for Harden, everybody you could think of, Karl Anthony Towns. I'm like, man, this guy probably gonna be a complete asshole. Nah, like I was probably more of an asshole than he was, but real cool, real cool guy. Jack, you're not too bad yourself, man. You're not too bad yourself. But man, like on some real stuff, y'all. I don't want to hold y'all up longer. Like I said, I know everybody got big plans on their plates and got things to do tonight. Me, I'm gonna get up off here before my wife get on my tail because I know her and my girls ready to eat. So we're gonna wrap this one up tonight. But I look forward to working with all of you guys in the future. Kicks, Rams 49ers game. We there together, baby. We there together, baby. Y'all gonna lose, but it is what it is. Beach, I see y'all at SDCC. Jack, I see y'all at SDCC. Anybody got any parting words before we get up out of here, man?
Yo, I'd love to drop a little news that we just sent the press release out today. I actually just texted it. I just texted it to you as well. So we'll go ahead and let the cat out the bag.
Man, it wouldn't pop up for me. I was trying to pull it up, but it said I didn't have access. So
all right, well, we'll let the cat out the bag here. Not only will you be able to check out a whole abundance of streams from the Whatnot offsite location called the Hero House, where you'll be able to see Kevin Eastman, Humberto Ramos, Rob Liefeld, the entire cast of Last Ronin,
my goodness,
Andy Serkis, a number of other people. We got celebrities who are going to be calling in. There'll be the Nature Boy. There'll be big variant drops.
Damn.
But that's not the most exciting announcement that we've got. Whatnot will have a booth presence inside of San Diego. We are partnering with Marvel.
Let's go.
What?
So we will be sharing a booth space with Marvel Comics and hosting a 50K giveaway on Sunday with some of the most iconic, rare Marvel collectibles in history that we teamed up with Jordan Hembro from the Travel Channel's Toy Hunter, the OG reality star, to find some of the most limited and rare Marvel collectibles. So make sure you go on to Whatnot and follow the account Marvel X Whatnot. Marvel X Whatnot. That is the official Marvel account on Whatnot that will be launching at San Diego.
That is badass.
Wow.
Let's go.
X Whatnot.
Hey, that only means that we're gonna do some crazy things together.
Crazy.
No. Wow. Hey,
that's big. That's big news.
Dropping the hammer
that
right there in the
big.
end. Jack just coming in and dropping the hammer. On
Big
that
news,
one.
man. Been sitting on that one for like 6 months. I'm so excited we can talk about it now.
Boy, that's like $100 bill burning. That's like $100 bill burning up in your pocket, man. I know you just sitting on that like, boy, they talking dirty about me, but they don't know. I'm about to SDCC with Marvel. They don't know.
Oh my God.
Yo, Jack, make sure to send me that address, bro. I got you on this.
I got you. I can't wait to hang it.
Dope. Kicks, thank you for coming through, Jack. Thank you for coming
brother.
through.
Legendary, guys.
Everyone.
Well, thank y'all boys for coming through. All the people out there in YouTube world, wherever you may be watching from, we out of here.